If you put it on your refrigerator, I'm sure you'll have a referral or two for me for next year. Janis Crane, your residential real estate specialist with Remax Gateway, your dynamic realtor at the shore. This is how it should go. I'm going to do this a little backwards. I have a friend who has her house on the market, someone says to me. She has a realtor, but she doesn't really like her realtor, and frankly, the realtor doesn't like her. Well, I say to her, I am bound by ethics as a realtor. I cannot contact someone who has their house on the market, but they can contact me. And so she does. We got introduced. I said, let me come see the house. I went to see the house. She got out of her contract with the other agent, who was happy to oblige, and I became the agent. Well, the client thought that her house was maybe priced too high, but I didn't think it was a price issue. I thought it was a marketing issue. And so with the help of a contractor from this group at the time, we put on a door and made a third bedroom, and we put in a closet and made a possibility of a fourth bedroom. We got not one, but 2 offers on the house. And though it was a very difficult sale, I'll say, we made the sale, we sold the house. The tenant in the house thought we worked so hard and so diligently and were so nice that she decided she wanted to buy a house, and she also asked us to sell her a house. We sold her a lovely house in Bellina, cash sale, boom, boom, boom. And this year, her daughter and her son-in-law decided to buy a townhouse. And who did they use but me? And so I got 3 referrals from one person. In addition, I was at that person's house for lunch one day, and another friend of hers came in. We chatted and talked, and 6 months later she called me up, which is very recent, and said, do you remember me? I met you at Nancy's house, and you had a fire in your belly, and I would like you to sell my boyfriend's house, can you? And so now we're listing that house right after the holidays. Well, that was, all of those, by the way, were from Nancy Marcotte, and all of the contractors and people that we used were from people in this group. Dean, you got the insurance on one of them. And Chris Ramos, who's no longer with us, did the contracting work. But we were a big team, and that's the way that I would like it to go. Nicole Nappy, a former member, suddenly decided she wanted to buy a new house. We sold her a new house. She still had her old house. So we rented her old house. That's the way that I like to do it. If we can get homes for all of you, I'm happy to buy it for you. I have wonderful references, I hope, from Anthony and Mike and several others in the group. I think we did a great job. I'd like to do a great job for you. Why? First of all, why use an agent? Well, an agent has knowledge, experience, privy to information on the market, what's going on, and can help you, number 1, to buy a house with no cost, and number 2, to sell a house that's incorporated into the price of the sale of the house. Why use Remax, you might ask? Well, nobody sells more homes in New Jersey than Remax, and no one sells more homes in Monmouth County than Remax. Remax is the number 1 agency in real estate website and amongst the top 10 websites of all advertising. In addition, we have tools and education and a wealth of experience and a wealth of offices all over the state, county, and
The world.
the world. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, Janis, who am I? Well, I have a bachelor's degree in public speaking, although you wouldn't know it so well today. Speech and drama. You have to forgive me. I got home late Sunday night from a wonderful, thank you, a wonderful vacation. I'm the lady that jumped over waterfalls in a cannonball when they all said, you don't have to, you don't have to, you don't have to. I said, I want to, I want to, I want to. I'm probably the oldest person in the group, but I have verve. And I use that verve for helping and dealing with my clients. I have the best customer service, the best support, the best caring. I follow a transaction from before, during, closing, and after. I have hired people to do the strangest things in houses. My clients have been in Florida and they say, I can't take care of this. Okay, I'll take care of it. I have keys to so many properties that I don't take a key anymore unless it's labeled. But I work. I do everything that needs to be done to complete a transaction. I'm very nice also. And anything that I don't know, I'm happy to find out. Now, when I take somebody to look at a house, I know the approximate value of the house. I do what's called a CMA. It is a market analysis. Person might say, hey, I want to get $1 million for my house, which incidentally they do. The buyer says they should give me the house. So somehow or other we have to have a value. So I do comps, comparable houses that have sold on the market. They look a lot like this. And then I add for higher property, and then I deduct for an unfinished basement, and I deduct for the needs of upgrading, and I have an approximate value. So let's say that I'm showing you a house, and someone is asking $500,000, and all of the other houses in the area sold for $430,000. Then we're going to go in with an offer of less than the asking price. And one of the benefits of using me is that I am a great negotiator. Do I only negotiate on price? No, there are other negotiating techniques. There are other things we need to negotiate. All cash gets you a lower price. Being able to allow the seller to stay in their house for 12 days just closed the deal for me on December 1st. They loved my buyer. We closed December 1st, but he moved in December 12th, allowing the people that were in the house to stay in the house for 12 days and then move gradually into the new house that they closed on simultaneously on December 1st. There are a lot of things that we can negotiate on. The inspection report. I get a C of O, but before a C of O, which is the township approving the occupancy of a house, there is an inspection. Oh, my. An inspection report is a means to a buyer these days to renegotiate the whole contract. And I can help in making everybody happy, the seller and the buyer, and not killing each other instead. So, because of my education and because of my experience in the workplace, which Kim told you, I am the former owner of a chain of camera stores. I am a former sales manager for a party plan company. I was a nonprofit administrator. I was the vice president and merchandise manager of a chain of stores, largest Christmas house in the state of Washington. And because of my 9 years experience and because I am so active in my community, I'm a member of Monmouth County Association of Realtors on a committee. I am a volunteer for Hatzalah, a local ambulance service. I am the Democratic committee woman, don't shoot me, for District 11 in Ocean Township. I am a member of the Women's Council of Realtors. I'm very busy. I'm very active. I believe in what I do and who I am, and all of you. Best referrals for me are you, your friends, your family, banks. Any questions?
What?